All right, what is the range? I'll write this down here. Finding the range and standard deviation. So today we're not going to define standard deviation, but go ahead and write it because we're going to continue our notes tomorrow. So put this subtitle under the title of range, finding the range and the standard deviation. A measure of variation is a measure that describes the spread or distribution of a data set. One measure of variation is a range. The range of a data set is the difference of the greatest value and the least value. Write that down. So standard deviation we're going to define tomorrow. Today we're going to focus in on range. This will be a very brief note session. All right, so check it out. So when I say variability, measure or variation, what do I get here? So what I mean by variation, this word variation. What if I had some data that looked like, let's say the ages in this classroom. You guys are either 16, 17, or 18, right? What are you? What's 11? Gomez, what are you? 18, 7? 17. Okay. Here's the data of this classroom of ages. We would say there's very little variability here. The data is kind of close together. Matter of fact, the data is exactly the same, all the data values. But what if we had another class and the class was like this? Here the variability is different, right? Varias, ¿qué quiere decir varias en español? Many or different. A lot would be mucho or right, what's the word? So the ages here are not as spread out as this one. Example 1, go ahead and copy this down. This is data. Just put on top of that file cabinet, yeah, that's cool. We'll do that for you. See you later. What time are you guys coming back? Gotcha, all right. All right, so go ahead and copy this down, Watanabe. This is the ages of actors in a certain kind of show, like a theatrical show. So show A, here's the ages, show B, here's the ages. Let's go ahead and find the range. Find the range of the data. We'll copy that down. About a minute to copy down. The ages of show A, which one is more spread out, more variability? So we're going to find the range of each one. And it says the way to find the range is the difference. To find the difference between any two numbers, would you add and subtract them, multiply, or divide them? The difference between two numbers. So I said, what's the difference between 8 and 6? In your mind, how do you find the difference between two numbers? You subtract them. So the difference between 8 and 6 is 2. That's how far apart they are. So the The range of a data set is the difference of the greatest value and the least value. So let's find the range of data set A, to show A rather. So here's our range, ready? We're going to get the highest value. What would be the highest age in show A? Exactly. 31 minus now the least value. 19, I think 19 is. Yeah. 31 minus 19 is going to be, what does that become? Yeah. There's your range. So the range, that's how widespread the variation is of the ages. So let's get the range of the show B now. Put the show B in. So this would be A, this would be B. So this, the range here. Highest is 48. I don't see anything higher than that. Minus 19 also up there. So we got 9, 29. Yep. So which one's greater spread would be show B then? Is there greater spread of variation amongst ages? That's what range means. Easy. So what are you going to do now? My Google